What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Lucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Smack Talk, back with the wrestling from the beginning of the new year. Happy New Year 2022. I'm going to be back with it. I wanted to do Raw and NXT and AEW, and Day One, but I couldn't do it because my job hates me. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of safety things that's been going on in my job, so I had to show up at work, and my schedule had to be changed and stuff like that. But here with the SmackDown, and man, it was a good show and a good announcement. A couple of announcements that they did. I'm going to talk about my least favorite because I want to get out the way. Baron Corbin did a segment with Madcap Moss. It was horrible. I didn't like it. They tried to play Drew McIntyre. It was trash. It wasn't funny. They had a match with Viking Raiders. It was what it was. Madcap Moss is really good. I hope that he leaves Corbin soon. Madcap Moss wins with a nice neckbreaker DDT type thing move. He calls it the pay. No, what's it called? Payday. No. What's it called? Oh, the punchline. That's what he called it. Calls it the punchline. So yeah, he's very good. He's very fast. He's very athletic, and he wins. That's it. That's all. I get it out the way. I don't care about it. So the show starts with Roman Reigns. He comes out day one. COVID protocols that he couldn't be there, and then they announced that he's there. He's back. Meantime, Brock Lesnar enters the Fatal 4-Way, makes it a Fatal 5-Way, and then he wins the Royal Rumble, or he wins the WWE Championship because he's Brock Lesnar. And then they do a story where, oh, by the way, he pinned Big E when he did that too. 1F5. Pew. Actually, technically, it took him two, but and then Bobby Lashley wins number one contenders match. Brock Lesnar said, "I'll be at SmackDown." So Roman Reigns is on SmackDown. He says, "New Jersey, acknowledge me." And they acknowledge him because he's the GOAT. Pat McAfee, by the way, on commentary all night, fantastic. He said, he just said Roman didn't test positive for COVID. COVID tested positive for Roman. Money line. But he says it's the new year. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to see everybody. Two people I didn't want to see in 2022 that I don't want to see ever in my face. Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman. As soon as he said that, guess who he gets to meet? Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Hilarious. Paul Heyman tries to do his thing. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul, and then Brock. Shut up. So he does that, right? And then he takes the mic. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brock Lesnar. Tribal Chief, I am your WWE undisputed heavyweight champion of the world." He goes, "Roman, acknowledge me." And he goes, how was that, Paul? It was pretty good, huh? And Paul Heyman was like, "Yeah, great, great, better than me." Hilarious. And then he was like, "Hey, day one, he wasn't there. I got what I wanted. Thanks, Paul. WWE Championship right there." He said, "You clearly got what you wanted, still champion. So how about we give the people what they want? Title for title. Your title versus my title." Crowd goes crazy. He was like, hey. He's like, "Sounds like a good idea, but it's not my idea. And I'm the one that runs this show. I run SmackDown. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the head of the table. You be champion. You out there on Raw." And he said, "Plus, I don't do negotiations with trash, backstabber, piece of trash, Paul Heyman type people." And then Paul Heyman gets offended. It's tribal chief. He's like, "How can you say that to me?" He's like, "I'm the one that got you that champion. Who's the one that got you the champion? Who's the one that kept you from keeping that championship? Who was the one that protected you from Brock Lesnar so he didn't have to face you? He's like, I did all of that because I loved you. Brock Lesnar looks. What did you say? He's like, it's been a while. He's like, you wasn't here, and I just had him, and it was very long. Shut up. And he goes, well, he says, shut up. And then Roman goes, hey, whoa, relax pump your brakes. Talk to him like that. And then Brock goes, or what? And he gets in his face. And then Paul Heyman goes, hey, Brock, don't speak to the Tribal Chief like that. And he goes, didn't I tell you to shut your mouth? And then boom, Superman punch. And then he just smiles and laughs. And I'm the champ. And then he walks out. So that's interesting stuff. And then they did backstage. Sami Zayn's back there. They're talking to him about his match that he's supposed to have with Shinsuke Nakamura, but instead he's having a match with Rick Boogs for whatever reason. I will never know. And it was conspiracy. I was supposed to be champion. And he gets his Goonies gorilla or whatever he calls them to face me. His gorilla, that's what he called it. And he stops talking because he sees who I thought it was Brock Lesnar, but it wasn't. So I cried a little bit. But it was Johnny Knoxville, which I got happy again a little bit because I love Johnny Knoxville. And he said, why are you here? Johnny Knoxville, I'm trying to get in the Royal Rumble. Sam is like, as locker room leader, you cannot be in the Royal Rumble. You're not technically skilled to be in the Royal Rumble. He's like, I don't have to be technically skilled. I just have to throw people over the top rope. He's like, well, maybe impress me and maybe I'll see what I can do about maybe getting you inside the Royal Rumble. Then this music plays. Then Rick Boot comes out. Pat McAfee's killing it on the little tiny WWE Championship. And then they have the match. It was what it was. It wasn't anything special. They really showed off Boog's strength, with the thing that he does like that before he slams him, catching him, throwing him. Madcap Moss did that too. When Eric went close to him, he just caught him in midair and just hit him with the side, the overhead belly slam thing. That was good stuff. Sammy got a couple of offense in there. He took him out. He tried to go back in there. He was like mouthing off Shinsuke for a little bit, and then he gets rolled up for the 3. Boogs win, of course, whatever. And then Johnny Knoxville comes out and eliminates or tosses Sammy over the top rope. And then Mike Rome announces that Johnny Knoxville is in the Royal Rumble, which is kind of fun. It's fun. Sami Zayn is great. Doing that to prove for you to get into the Royal Rumble is pretty hilarious. Backstage, the Usos, the New Day are back there, and they talk about this being a street fight, probably up Usos' alley because they're street thugs or whatever they called them. He's like, it doesn't matter. We're going to be champions 12 times. And then Charlotte Flair comes out. It's like, speaking of champions, the 14-time champion Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair comes out, and she pretty much goes, yeah, Royal Rumble is coming up. Some the winner faces me from a championship because I'm the main event, because I'm the GOAT. He's like, let's throw a video package to see who's going to be in the Royal Rumble. So he goes through the video package. Rhea Ripley. Dope. Nikki A.S.H. It's cool. The Bella Twins. Oh, cool. The Bella Twins are going to be here. Dope. I love me some Bella Twins. Carmella. Trinity. Shotzi. Natalya. Mickie James. Did you just say Mickie James? Mickie James is on Impact, and she's the Impact World Champion. Oh, Mickie James, okay. Caught me off guard. Dana Brooke, Aaliyah, Tamina, Summer Rae, that was dope. Michelle McCool, dope stuff. Kelly, Shayna Baszler, and Lita. It's all good stuff. Pat McAfee goes on commentary. He goes, oh, that's the Knockouts Women's Champion. Mickie James is going to be in the Royal Rumble. Knockouts Women's Champion. Did you just on television, national television, you said Knockout Women's Champion Mickie James gonna be on the? And then WWE goes on the Twitter machine. This is what WWE on the Twitter machine says. Give me. Because I gotta make sure that I got this right. If I saw WWE tweeted, Impact Knockouts World Champion at Mickie James will be in the Royal Rumble. What? This is WWE. Oh, you're gonna? They. Oh my God, it's so bright. Trying to block out the light. Look at that. WWE. Mickie James. They got it there, I swear. You can look at the thing. It says Mickie James and WWE. Oh man, I wish it. Oh, obviously, I'm so stupid sometimes. There you go. WWE Impact Knockouts World Champion Mickie James Royal Rumble match. What? Oh my God. And then she was like, well, guess who else? Somebody else is going to be in the Royal Rumble. She's Women's Champion Raw, Women's Champion SmackDown. So decorated. Highly. I can't believe, guys. It's me! I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. Woo! And I'm going to win because I'm Charlotte Flair. Because LOL, I always win. That's why I got 14 championships. Oh, I just realized they recognized... They said 14. They recognized the NXT championships now, so now she's at 14. So she was at 12, but now that NXT is a thing again, she's recognized as 14-time women's champion again. So dope. So then Naomi comes out. She was like, "Hey, you don't gotta wait till then. You can just defend that chip right now." So they have a match. It's championship contenders match, of course. Good stuff between them. It's really good stuff. I like all of that. I liked everything they were doing. They were doing the kicks to the faces. Charlotte Flair was doing backbreakers. She tried to do another one, and then Naomi reversed it, and she had like another disaster kick thing. She did like a Bubba Bomb with the pin thing, and then the story was really that she would be close to winning by like DQ or count out. And Sonya Deville was like, silly me, I forget. This match is no count out. This match is no disqualification. All the ways that Naomi gets protected because she was supposed to win. She should have won twice. But then at the end, Charlotte does like her little backflip thing. Get a 2 for that. Naomi tries to do her backflip thing. Charlotte rolls out, and then while she was like sitting down like this, the thing that Natty does when she hits the face on the thing, she drops kick. She was sitting in that position, and then natural selection, good stuff. By the way, I want to get this out the way because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Mickie James, she's only in it because WWE is desperate because they need women." In the Royal Rumble, they're so desperate they don't got no women, so they have to ask somebody who's in there because they keep firing all the women to be in the Royal Rumble match. So I can let you guys know. On Raw, not including the champion, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Bianca Belair, Dana Brooke, Doudrop, Lacey Evans. I'm not counting Lacey Evans. Liv Morgan, Nikki ASH, Rhea Ripley, Tamina, Zelina. 10 people. SmackDown. Aaliyah, Bayley, maybe she might return, but I won't count her either. Charlotte Flair, who said she was going to be in there. Naomi, Natalya, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Xia Li. I'm not going to count Sonya. I could count Sonya Deville, but I'm not going to count her. So that's 18. It's 18. NXT. Cora Jade, Dakota Kai, we're at 20. Gigi Dolan, Indy Hartwell, Io Shirai, Casey Catanzaro, Kaden Carter, Mandy Rose, Raquel Gonzalez, Saray, Zoe Stark. That's 29. That's 29, by the way. Don't need Mickey James. They already added famous or WWE legends. And sorry. It is 30. My bad. Kaylee Ray. So that's 30, by the way. For the people, for not including Becky Lynch, who's a champion, who might not even be in it. I'm not gonna, and I won't count Doudrop because she's facing Becky Lynch, so that's still 29. So I'm not facing that. I'm not counting Bayley because she might not be in it, even though that would be another one. I'm not counting Lacey Evans because she hasn't been seen either. So we're at 29. So technically we're at 29 because whichever one of the triple threat who's not facing Becky is going to be in the Royal Rumble. So Kaylee Ray, Jinny, Mako Satomura, Nina Samuels, Zaya Brookside, Amale, Afio Valkyrie, Blair Davenport, Danny Luna, Emily McKenzie, Isla Dawn, Jinny. So I named 40 people. In the Royal that could be in the Royal Rumble. 40 people who could be in the Royal Rumble that did not count Becky or her challenger. Didn't count Bayley because she's not there. Didn't count any WWE legends who was there, who was announced. Didn't count Mickey James. Didn't count Lacey Evans. Didn't count Ronda Rousey, who could probably been there. Didn't count Sonya Deville, who could probably be there as well if she really wanted to. So I just named 40 people and I could have named about 10 more. So I could have named about 50 people that I didn't name. So stop saying that WWE is desperate to have Mickey James come in there because they're desperate for women, to get women. If they really wanted to, they can get anybody they want in NXT and NXT UK, Raw and SmackDown, to be in the Royal Rumble if they wanted, because they're under the WWE umbrella. So, just saying. Anyways, Usos do a backstage thing about the New Day's rebuttal about them. They said, street fight, no problem. We're going to beat y'all. Day one-ish stuff. And then Sonya Deville is also backstage with Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce is like, we got to talk. And then Sonya Deville was like, hey, yo, back there about he's like, I don't care about you and Naomi. That's not my business. I just got off of the phone with some execs. And, we got Brock and Bobby, but we need an opponent for Roman. And they said they can let me choose who would be the opponent for Roman. So, like, let's go back and, like, talk over some people. And then there was, like, a black figure backstage. And I was like, oh, snap, is that Tommaso Ciampa? It wasn't Tommaso Ciampa. Then after that was the main event. It was the Usos versus the New Day in the street fight. It's Usos and the New Day. It's going to be a good match. You don't get bad matches out of them. It wasn't the best match that they've had, but they've had like 1,000,000 matches. And, this is the end of their title chase for now. So it'll be interesting to see what New Day does. After this, I'm kind of curious. Will they go to NXT? Will they go after singles titles? I mean, will they put Woods in like NXT, or will they put Kofi in it? I don't know what they're gonna do. It'd be kind of interesting to see what they do next because their division is dying slowly. So they got that going on. They get tables. There was a sloppy SOS, which was unfortunate. But besides that, they do good. They go outside. They're just beating each other up. Woods grabs a knight's helmet thing, and he grabs like a chest plate for Kofi, and like he headbutts Jimmy in the chest, and then Kofi hits him with the chest plate. And then like Jay Uso tries to like super kick Woods, but he eats it because he got the metal thing on. And then he headbutts Jay, and then he gets hit with the thing. Um, yeah, it was fun. It was good stuff. They always put some good stuff in there. For the crowd, for everybody. They do something new all the time, but it's New Day Usos. You don't go wrong with New Day Usos, right? So yeah, that was fun. It was good stuff. They take out Woods, and then they set up the chair, and then they hit 3D, which they call the 1D, as in one and done, through the table on Kofi. 1, 2, 3. New Day losers to the day ones, the Usos. Which is funny because they also got the Bloodline shirt. They didn't even change anything about the Bloodline shirt. They just put an X on Paul Heyman's face, which is hilarious. But yeah, it was fun. It was good stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be Walter or Tommaso Ciampa, because like at the end of that shit, I thought there was gonna be like, it could have did a thing where Usos, they're celebrating, they get on the ramp, and then Imperium attack Marcel Bartel and Fabian Aichner. Boom, they attack the Usos right there, and then Roman Reigns goes, "What in the heck is going on? What are they doing there?" Poof, kick the door down, and he gets up. He was like that. He was like, "What the?" Boom, chop, laid him flat, strat. Walter's standing over him. Boom, that's your stuff. That's your match right there. Boom, Walter, Roman Reigns, Royal Rumble, and then you got Imperium versus New Day for the tag titles. Or Royal. Oh, give me that. Could have given me that, but instead, you get the not. Hey, well, no music. And he goes, "Who's that?" And he opens the door, and Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins comes in, he walks up, he looks at Roman for a little bit, and then he just laughs at him, which is hilarious. And then SmackDown goes off the air. That was good stuff. Long-term story booking for them, because they did a whole thing where when Seth was on SmackDown, he wanted to face Roman Reigns, never got to do it because he had like Cesaro and Edge all up in his way. I think the Mysterios maybe for a little bit as well. He had the whole thing with all of them. And then he had a thing where I think it was supposed to be him and Cesaro. I think Cesaro got involved with like Roman Reigns stuff, and then the Usos tried to get involved, and then the Usos got messed up for Seth Rollins. Rollins got in Roman's face for that. But hey, you check your Usos before I do something about it, type stuff. And they had like a big stick, like a whole bunch of stare downs and stuff like that. That's when Seth was in this like little not happy but psycho little pathic type stuff. And then after he beat Cesaro after WrestleMania, I think he was supposed to be next for like the title. He kept saying, that's what it was. He was like, I should be champion. I beat Cesaro. Yeah, me, pick me. It got to be me, right? And then it ended up being Edge. And he was like, dude, are you kidding? It should be me. Why is it not me? Why am I not facing Roman? It should Edge. And then they had the feud for that. And then he went to Raw. So it makes sense. Honestly, it does make sense. Long-term story booking from like last year. So they got around to it. It's going to be good. Brock versus Bobby is going to be great stuff. And then Roman versus Seth Rollins is going to be fantastic stuff. Whoever Becky faces at Royal Rumble is going to be good stuff. The Royal Rumble match for the women is going to be good stuff. I get myself so worked up. I want Mickie James to win, and they do a thing. They're not going to do that because they hate me. But all in all, I give the show about a 8.5 out of 10. Solid B plus. Just the madcap stuff, the Happy Corbin, just get that out of here. But everything else was fine. Good stuff. Good wrestling. We love it. What did you guys think about the show? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.